The next one, that's number 16. So he's the first mile I walked today. And I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm hurting. I will walk as far as I can today. I'm shooting for 15, but I'm letting y'all know. Number 17, the second mile I walked today, is for Jeremy McDole. McDole, 28, was sitting in his wheelchair when he was shot and killed in September 2015 in Wilmington after police received a 911 call about a man with a gun. A bystander's cell phone footage showed officers repeatedly telling McDole to drop his weapon and raise his hand, with McDole reaching for his waist area before shots erupted. And I want to say real quick that they're police officers and they should be trained to deal with people in other ways than fatally killing them. Like, period. I don't care what. There's not a story that I'm going to read to you today. There are some people that might have been guilty of some crimes and things like that, but there's not a story that I'm going to read to you that I feel like the person just deserved to be shot by police officers who are here to protect and serve. Like, this is the problem. That's the problem. And the other stories that are about people that got killed in other ways, like, we'll talk about that too. But the police officers, for real, they're supposed to have some kind of training to not behave in that way. Number 18, the third mile, Samuel DuBose. Samuel DuBose was born March 12, 1972 in Cincinnati. On July 19, 2015, at around 6:30 p.m., DuBose was stopped by Officer Tenzing, for failure to display a front license plate in the Mount Auburn district of Cincinnati. The incident was recorded on Tenzing's body camera. When Tenzing asked for DuBose's driver's license, DuBose told him he had a driver's license but did not have it with him. Tenzing then asked DuBose if his driver's license was suspended. At that point, he started to open the driver's door while ordering DuBose to remove his seatbelt. DuBose closed the door and put the car in drive. Tenzing pulled out his pistol and shot DuBose, who died instantly. 19, the fourth mile, is for Tamir Rice. Rice was pointing a pellet gun at people outside the recreation center before he was shot, police said. A witness called 911 to say that a black male, probably a juvenile, was pointing a pistol at people, but added twice that the gun was probably fake. A dispatcher asked officers to respond, but it doesn't appear the dispatcher told them of the caller's suspicions that the gun was probably fake or that the person was probably a minor. 2 officers arrived in a police car. Within 2 seconds of exiting the car, Arthur Timothy Loman shot Tamir, and the boy died the next day. And number 20, which is the 5th mile I walked today, is Michael Brown. Officer Wilson, who was in a patrol vehicle, initially stopped Brown for jaywalking. Wilson got out of the car, and he and Brown had a physical struggle. Police say that when Wilson got out of his SUV, Brown tried to shove him back into the vehicle and reached for the officer's gun, prompting the first shot. Johnson said that after telling the teens to get on the sidewalk, Wilson started to drive away. He then reversed his vehicle and struck Brown with the SUV's door. So Johnson is the friend. He said the officer then got out of the car, struggled with Brown, and began to shoot. Some witnesses said Brown was shot while fleeing from the officer, a scenario not supported by the autopsy. Some, including Johnson, said he ran but then turned and held his hands up in surrender. Police said he turned back toward the car and charged the officer, who fired to protect himself. When the fatal shot struck Brown on the top of the head, he was roughly 35 feet away from Wilson's vehicle, indicating that at some point he had moved away from it. So those are the first 5 names that I'll be walking for, my first 5 miles. I'm here with Miss Boot. We're on the Chester County something bridge.
It's a car coming.
But it's at Shady Side in Harmony Hill. So I'm going to get started. Look out for me in 5 miles, however long that takes. Miss Boop will be riding beside me. And thanks for all the support. Remember, it takes a village to heal the world. It starts with me, Nick's Village, healing our world one person at a time. Okay. What? Hester County, Bridgeport County. Where we're starting.